Okay guys, today we're going to learn how to log into Project Foundry and how to make a Project Foundry request because there have been a few changes since last year. So the first thing that we are going to do is go to projecti.projectfoundry.net/student, and we should come to a page like this. And we're going to go ahead and log in. And the login information is the first part of your email. So the year you're going to graduate, your last name, and your first two initials of your first name. And then everybody's password is Project I. So I'm going to log into our student account, which looks just a little bit different from what I said. But go ahead and log in with that same information. And when we log in, it just takes a second, but you're going to see that it looks just a little bit different for returning Project I students, and for new Project I students you're probably wondering what everything is, but today we're just going to kind of take a quick glance through. So the first thing is this is your current work page. So these are things that you've been currently assigned to work on, currently have going on, or currently have been completed. Your personal learning plan. This is when you're going to see your standards complete. You're going to see if you have something that has been completed. You're going to put goals in. You're going to do your ALEX progress. You're going to see your proficiency scores. We will do this at a later date, not today. And then experiences. This is where you're going to look up all of your old experiences over time. You can look up ones that are active, completed, ones that haven't been turned in, overdue. And then if we click on the performance, this is where you can get information about how you're doing overall in Project I. It's going to give you kind of the overall picture. If we look over by content targets and things like that, we don't use credits, so you don't need to worry about that. We worry about content targets. So in this case, the student is on a 7th grade learning plan, so they're a 7th grader. They've completed 25 of the standards this year. They have 56 remaining, with 6 currently in progress, with most of their scores being a meeting in all subjects. But we could take a look at how they were doing in literacy, and it gives us a mode. We can do science, and it gives us a mode. So it kind of is a cool feature that we're going to do. But today we're going to actually come back to our current work page, and we are going to create a new Project Foundry request. So we're going to go to Quick Actions right up here at the top and do Start an Experience. And when we click Start an Experience, we are going to do a student brief project proposal for our first one. So we're going to go ahead and click on that one. And here is where we are going to fill everything out. So my project title is Famous Landmarks, Impact on Tourism. And then we're going to say, this is your driving question. So this is once you've come up with that big question that goes here. So my question is going to be, how do landmarks, sorry about the spelling mistake, how do landmarks influence an area's tourism? And then I'm going to add myself and Mrs. Roman to it. So you should have your name as the student and then both advisors. And then we started this project on the 7th, and we usually go 2 full weeks when it should be done. So we're going to do the 7th to the 21st. Now, my project is a social studies project, so I'm going to come to my social studies first, and I'm going to look at my standards that match my social studies. And this one is really going to be about people moving through the world and how something draws those people. So I'm going to add that standard in there. And then I'm also going to be using a variety of maps to gather information, so I'm going to use that one as well. And with anything we do, we're going to be using literacy. So everything that you do should have a literacy standard attached to it. So on average, we have about 4 to 5 standards per project. And now I'm done, and I'm going to send to my advisor for review. and now it's sent to them, and I have successfully completed task 3 on my independent project.